the man, he's the myth, he's the legend, he's the scientist with all the answers and all the questions. It's time for another episode of Alex's Science Corner.
Oh, thank you. Oh, no, please, thank you.
And what is going on in the wide, wide world of science, my friend?
Okay, so I'm not going to be talking specifically about science. This is more of an engineering story, but it's a big one. SpaceX on February 6th did a test launch of their new Falcon Heavy rocket. Now, what the Falcon Heavy rocket is SpaceX has been launching rockets for the past few years, and what the Falcon Heavy is 3 of their Falcon 9 rockets are strapped together. So instead of one rocket, it's 3 rockets strapped together, and they launched that. If you go onto SpaceX's website, you can watch the video, and I do recommend you go watch the video because it's a blast to watch.
Where did they launch it from? Because I'm confused about that. I haven't been following the story.
It was launched from the Cape Kennedy
in Florida.
Space Center. Yes.
Yeah, so
the launch pad that was used for the space shuttle missions and for the Apollo missions.
Okay, so they work hand in hand with NASA in a sense.
Well, I mean, it's like you're renting the
they're renting
facilities.
Space. Okay.
Yeah.
So the government's getting revenue from this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so what they did is they launched the rockets. Now, one of the things about the SpaceX vehicles is the lower stages are reusable. And so what would happen is they would fly back either onto landing pads or onto a barge. One of the great scenes is watching the 2 side engines come in and land simultaneously back at the Cape Kennedy Space Center after the launch. The center stage, unfortunately, when it came down, it ran out of the starting liquid to restart all the engines. And so only some of the engines relit, and it wasn't enough to slow the middle stage down. And so it crashed into the water next to the landing barge.
When you say it crashed, was it still reusable, or did it get destroyed?
No. It landed at 300 miles an hour.
Oh, it landed hard. Okay.
Yeah. So as much as the launch was fun, the other parts of this... Now, this is the difference. If you remember last week, I talked about a space company in New Zealand launched a rocket, and they put up a glitter mirror ball, which everybody was kind of ticked off about because it's mirrors flashing in the eyes of astronomers, and it had nothing to do. This is the way to do geeky stuff right, because Elon Musk sent his car into space.
I love this.
Yeah. And
is that what this story is? I'm
yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take that out of you.
Yeah, and that picture right there that you're looking at, Bobby, is a picture from Elon Musk's car in
this
space.
is what was in the SpaceX.
Yes, and that's
okay.
And that was launched. And in the car, there's a couple things. First of all, there's a spacesuit, and they're doing a test. SpaceX is designing their own spacesuit, and it's lighter and supposed to be more maneuverable than the suits that NASA uses. And so they have to test, and they decided, well, we're going to toss a rocket into the vacuum of space. One way of testing a spacesuit is vacuum. So let's put our spacesuit into the car when we launch a car. So as much as you've got this spacesuited thing there, it's actually testing the spacesuit. They just made it look cool. In the car is also a little tiny mini Matchbox car with a spacesuit in the Matchbox car.
I think that's a great idea.
I could see that going up for auction.
Well, you're never getting it back.
I was going to say, is it coming back?
No.
This is not.
Oh, no?
Okay.
No, it's going to Mars orbit.
Okay.
So it's going, and there's...
Did they do something to the mannequin? I'm sorry. Did they do something to the mannequin so that they can monitor?
Oh, yes. That's one of the things that they're doing is they're monitoring the spacesuit.
Right. So they've got something in it that makes it sound like it's beating hard.
Well, no. They're just
stuff.
making sure that the spacesuit is not losing seal, that it's maintaining its pressure, and those kind of tests. They didn't put in like a living mannequin to see if the mannequin survives the flight.
Volunteers?
Yeah.
Matt Damon,
it's a one-way
you?
mission, but you are going to look
Mars.
so cool.
Now, weren't they playing a song?
Yes.
They were playing a song?
Yes, they were.
When there's cameras all around this vehicle, and they position them just right. So when it's spinning, you could see the Earth pass in, and you'd see the reflection of the Earth in the shiny car, and then you'd see the Earth in the background. Some amazing, amazing pictures. But what happened was when the cowling came off, it started playing, I can't remember the exact song, but it was you have to help me with
The
this.
David Bowie tune?
Yeah, the David, it's
Ground control to
To
it
Town.
wasn't that one.
No,
It was
wasn't
Wasn't that one?
It was not that one.
No?
No.
What's the name of it?
I was
Now, you
wondering.
see, now I can't remember right
All
now
right,
because
keep
we're-
talking.
Now,
Well,
you
Brian
say
looks
that and he
that
shuts up.
So there's, so they're testing that. One of the other
It,
things
do-
that
it
they
doesn't
have,
say in the article either.
not in that particular article, no, because it's in one of the other articles.
And it
that-
was definitely a David Bowie song.
yes.
Huh.
One of the
Okay.
other things they had on there was this company is coming up with a new way of archiving data. So on a disk about the size of a quarter, they had a copy of Isaac Asimov's Foundation trilogy embedded in this crystal, and this crystal they
The
expect,
whole trilogy?
yes, embedded in a crystal, and the crystal they expect to last 14 billion years. And what this organization is trying to do is archive all human knowledge and then send it off so that it's saved someplace other than just on Earth. And so, as a sample of this, they put
Who
that
did
there.
did they have just data, or did they have it as an audiobook?
oh no, it's not going to be audiobook. It's
It's
going to be
just
it's a book
Text.
embedded.
It's
just
just
like,
a text.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
so-
that would be neat to have the audiobook up there, because then you got to listen to it.
In space, so no one can hear you
Yeah.
scream.
It wasn't Space Oddity?
No, it was not Space Oddity. It was something else. Starman.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Because they named the space-suited mannequin Starman, and that's
Oh, okay.
and that's I just read that part of it right there. So it was David Bowie's Starman. And as soon as the cowling came off, the transmitters that are transmitting data from the vehicle were playing Starman. So it really, really cool. Definitely watch the videos. Definitely look at some of the pictures because it's as Elon Musk was saying, it looks fake because the pictures are so high resolution that you're not used to seeing them that way. Because
So that's a real picture.
that is a real picture from
That's not a
space.
mock-up. Okay.
That is not a mock-up. That is a real picture from the vehicle in space. Things don't look the same way because, unfortunately, when they try to mock stuff up here on Earth, they make it look pretty and do all kinds of stuff to make it look pretty. And so it's not as pretty, but still the pictures are amazing.
I wonder what Bowie thinks of his music being used for this.
I don't
Hey,
think he's
he's-
thinking anything.
Yeah,
I think he is.
All right.
Okay.
If you have any questions about this, we're going to take us out with Starman. What do you think?
Sure.
I think that's a great idea.
If you want to give Alex a call about this story or anything else science related, feel free to call him right now at 203-24.
837.
99.
Like a slow voice on a wave